What's up, gang? This is Jason with For the Love of Tractors, and I am here getting ready to talk pulling tires on 1/64 scale toy tractors. I get a lot of questions about how do you remove tires from tractors, so I'm going to try to do a quick and informative video on how to do it. I've got a variety of different tire types here, so I can kind of show you how to do all of those, if you will. So anyway, let's talk tractors, y'all. Alright, so the first thing I'm going to do, I should have been kind of planning ahead here, so excuse me. I'm going to do some rearranging here. Alright. So the first thing I'm going to do, I guess step one, wow, this is going well already. Pardon me, it's almost midnight. I'm pretty tired, but I'm motivated to do a video. So the first tire, if you will, that you're going to run into is the riveted tire. So we've got this this nifty International 1086 here, National Farm Toy Museum edition that I of course took out of the box because I'm going to customize it. So this is riveted on. So I'm not going to show you how to remove this. I'm just going to tell you how to remove it. You're going to drill that rivet out, and it's pretty simple. There's nothing to it. Get your your cordless power drill, or even better, if you have a drill press, drill that out. Find you a bit that's, pretty close to that size. It's going to be in the neighborhood of 3/32. Most of them are anyway. That'll usually get the trick done. Just drill right through the middle. Once you do, you can just slide your tires off. This side will just pull right off, and then you can just slip those right off the axle. Easy peasy, done. And the reason I'm not going to show you on this one is I'm actually going to use these rear tires. I think I'm going to give them a repaint, but I have some plans for these. So I'm actually going to replace the front end on this, and I'm going to use my brand spanking new front wheel assist steering kit, which you can kind of see there. It does actually steer, although it's really stiff, and I don't want to break it right now. But it does. Yeah, there we go. See, there you go. There it steers. And that. So, anyway, while I got this tractor out, let's show you removable duals. So, this was a riveted tractor. Drilled the rivet out, and then I'm reusing the stock tires here. But I've just fed through a new axle. I use 3/32. It's, I don't know, commonly available, easy to use, so on and so forth. So for this one, to get the spacing right, I use reusing the stock tires, and then I added a little jewelry spacer, which you can get, probably almost any store that sells jewelry stuff. Walmart, maybe, Hobby Lobby, places like that. So, of course, online, Amazon, whatever. Then, if you've got your axle right, like I said, using 3/32, that'll just slide on. You don't need to glue or anything. It will just hold on there. So, kind of a neat little pro tip there, if you will. All right, so onto this thing. So this is kind of the meat and potatoes of this video. This is a tire removal tool, and I got this from Harrison Custom Minis on eBay, I believe. And they're around. There are farm toy dealers selling these now. There's a deluxe version even that has different holes so you can adjust your spacing and so on and so forth. I'd kind of like to get those, but I'll be honest, that's expensive. I think it was like $60 for like the deluxe version, and it's worth it. If you're gonna do a lot of tractors, get one because it makes your life a million times easier. This works. The one I have works on a lot of tractors. So let's just start with this Massey, and this is an 1155 Massey. You can see these are the sort of press-on type wheels and tires. So the idea here is slide your handy dandy tool in around the axles like that. See, that's what the fork's for. So it goes on each side of the axle, and it goes on each side of the frame. Then give it a squeeze. Boom. Tires are off. Axle is out. Tires are in perfect condition. So that's that. So I think I paid like 25 or 30 bucks for this version of the tool. So the deluxe version for 60 bucks, is it worth it? Well, if I were going to have to do a dozen of these, you darn right it's worth it, because what you're going to run into if you don't have one of these, you're going to have to heat this tractor up. Now, heat gun maybe, but you're probably going to put it in a pan in water and heat it up on your stove. Get it pretty good and hot so that this plastic is soft, and then you're gonna, I'll put this back together just real quick. With your hands, you're gonna pull like the dickens and pull it apart, and it's gonna take you forever. It's gonna work on it, and you're gonna warp your center hub. So having a tool to do this job better is way worth it. Now, there's another option if you don't want to buy one of these, and that is a set of panel puller pliers. And I've got a set at my shop. I wish I had them here so I could show you. Maybe I'll post on Facebook or something, or Instagram, what those look like. But it's a similar device. It's longer, they're bigger, they're a little tougher to get into some spots, but it's the same idea. You squeeze it, pop them open, you're done. Alright, let's do one more here, because these four-wheel drives are tricky to get the tires off of, even with our handy-dandy tool. One, the frame's fairly wide. Two, the tires are big, and so your jaws do not extend all the way to the top of the tires. So watch this. When you're pulling, you bend your tires. So the only way I know to get this right is to keep working it. Now this is where your panel puller pliers really kind of pop. Got it. Sorry, I'm going to pull it off camera here. Oh, I didn't get it. This may be a failure. Anyway, this is where the panel puller pliers come in, because the prongs on it will go past these tires. Now, the panel puller pliers start a lot closer together, so both of your prongs are going to be probably on one side of your frame versus straddling the frame like these do. Anyway, these, this is just going to be stubborn for me. I may have to heat this up. Video fail. That's embarrassing. Anyway, these are a pain in the butt. There's a lot of other John Deere. Let's see if I got any others here. I don't. So, okay. So instead of just going on and on in this video, trust me, it works. You just have to work at it. But like you could see on the Massey, I mean, it just pops them right off. Same thing with, here, let me grab my 60/30 real quick. Same thing with that. It popped the stock tires right off that. These came off an authentic. Same thing. Boom. Squeeze. They're done. So, anyway, I highly suggest you get not only these, but the panel puller pliers if you're going to do a lot of custom work. If you're not, if you're just going to do one or two tractors, don't waste your money. Just heat them up in a pan and be done with it. So, all right. I hope that was at least somewhat informative to you. I know it was kind of a quick and short and maybe not particularly great video, but I wanted to show you guys what you could do, how to get these tires off, because I get that question a lot. So, anyway, have a great night.